Hello, welcome back to XPiratez. In the previous episode, we again did only ninjas, the crawlers, the APCs, and that was Perkar. And we have this ninja seeker, which I thought it would be something bigger, but no, this is not something big. This is actually extremely easy, providing you have that power armor that we are handling. And you don't even need the rocket launchers. We need more mortar shells. So that's what we're going to. Cannot make the mortar shells here or at all. Mortar shell. We don't. Alright. Doesn't matter. This craft only has few ninjas, no guns. And here it is. It looks like a snake, I believe, but a different angle. And probably way better than a standard snake. And the only problem is they roll high on penetration, because they always have to cheat. And yeah, that's what the ninja warriors deserve. I guess I didn't unload every rocket launcher. And she's very evasive. Rather, we're just missing. There we go. Have to come and throw a smoke or poison grenade. Another penetrating shots. Really, I sort of need 150 armor just to make sure those bitches won't penetrate. And yeah, I can't even kill them with one burst of 106 damage max. throw more grenades. And there we go. Get prismatic shield and the cloaking device. Got your looting gear. Excellent. The jewel cup we're doing elsewhere. Tip number 153. Walk into enemy reaction fire, don't panic, turning away and running is the worst thing you can do. Get shot in the back. Don't forget, you're not alone on this mission, are you? What kind of name is that? Yeah, good. Good with the power. Finding some rest. Astrosensorium. Guided by the knowledge of witchery and occult, we have devised this arcane facility to double deeper into hyper-mysticism. The upper chamber allows for free-brainers to research secrets of the universe, and the lower hall allows for 4 adepts to work on improving their voodoo skill. However, such activities aren't cheap. Make sure you can afford the high upkeep. 1 per base, free glamour. Yeah, 42 days and 777 free. Yeah, and got more. The Dark Star. The concepts behind Shadow Tech are truly baffling, even to mad scientists like us, Captain. Apparently, the Shadow Masters put a great value in human emotions and somehow use them to manifest improbable feats of technology, fully intertwined with magic. Our codex is a proof of this, thanks to an arcanist system which describes the full spectrum of human emotions and a circumference of a star. Anger, focus, joy, and acceptance are the 4 positive emotions that flow into each other in that order, followed by their mirroring negatives of fear, confusion, sadness, and disgust, and back to anger again. Each codex represents 1 plus-minus pair. The next concept is the opposition of codexes. Red, anger, fear is located opposite gold, joy, sadness, and gray, focus, confusion, opposite of green, acceptance, disgust. And we have all that finished. So yeah, mystery box, that's 1. Muscle mages, that's 2. demon shrines, that's 3. And call she-devil back, that's 5. The jeweled cup, probably not the holy grail. Have you drunk your fill? Yeah, seek out the desert witch. That's the next we need. And it's room done. We are waiting for the brainets. Socializing. Flickers. Status client race. These social insectoids, obsessed with population growth, fought endless wars on their homeworld. The star gods used bioweapons and voodoo to morph clickers into a stable superhive where only the top castes were allowed to breed. Clickers become dependent on E511, both as a source of energy and a powerful narcotic. When in Ranrai, the society quickly collapsed. Hiveless survivors, driven insane, are willing to commit any heinous act to acquire Helerium they desperately crave. Okay, we don't need that many sectoid here. And a new ship from you. Here. Now that we have money, we can build the astrosensorium here. And that was 3 glamour, right? Yeah. So we need 223 glamour. And here we just need to wait for the better living quarters, I guess. Because I cannot remove the prison. Man. And we have the shrine ship that will land. Since it's going to land, we'll go there and capture everyone, where we also go get the Beastmaster. Unfortunately, with the Shine ship, the most devastating weapon I think should be laser rifle. So that's not that bad. Ah, running out of boarding ammo. Okay, now I know what to produce. Ammo small. Make me that many. Just checking how many we can make. I think we used all our pasta steel. On the ship, they will land definitely. Yeah, I can send. So there will be plenty of shrine maidens. I see you have that nasty gun, so let's risk it. Managed to plant with a pistol. I'd like to capture everyone here, but I don't risk wounds. Only people that don't need to die is the people that cannot harm me. Altar boys with flamers. Ah, you have a nasty gun. wise enough not to use it. Something we want to keep alive. If you survived, you'll come with us. Don't be silly. As usual, the AI scoring extra hits. It's not the time for missing. And still charmed. But please. Of course. Here's our little psionic operator. She has yellow shields, if you don't see it, and yellow shields are useless against piercing, but they are good at least at blocking electricity. Priest here wake up, but it doesn't matter. Just let it down. What counts as him surrendering. Ah, there's Reverend. So that wasn't the Beastmaster. That's why we're under attack. Let's see. Or voodoo. We need to remove her. Probably should remove her armor. Then we should overwhelm the Reverend. Oh, that's Cardinal. That's, I think, even better. Is this something that has woken up? Yeah, I think from here. Now I will double check what I need for removing his shield. Alright, so yeah, electricity does half damage. I would need to do some flaming. Yeah, flaming. Or cutting. So for now I'll just whip him. And I bypass his shields. Laser also does half damage, so plus the shields. So there is someone else missing. I'm going to take care of. It might be that accelerated or fart back, as they call it. could be captured. And so many gold bars here. I should have now some space. And after finally done, one more day. But glad. Okay, there is this sign about the butt buddy who seems to have only two occupations in life. Either he is fighting some weird clown or he is banging this butt lad, Robbie Wareham. No wonder the guys absolutely love Butt Buddy, but no matter how often we let our radioactive butts bite our test slaves, no superpowers emerge, so we focus on the mechanical aspect and build this really cool butt armor with an extra strong cape. But the girls insisted that A, the armor's obviously a toy, B, Butt Buddy didn't have any superpowers, it was all in the armor only, clear isn't, and C, back armor is useless. One of the brainers, not me of course, replied that an armored back was perfect for running away with the booty. Some comments about the size of certain backsides, especially in the lower pants, followed. Then fists were flying. In the end, we reached a compromise. The guys will continue to use the butt armor as a toy, and the combat-capable slave will test it in battle. And guess what? We need to kill it. Cinderella Project. There was a weird small lady who left a boot at our gambling establishment. No lore indicates that it is an invitation. Now we need to find the other one to gain her respect. And that's the other way to gain gnomes with a prize. Call She-Devil back. You again? Seriously? A telepathic call? Gods, those devious queens are always so inquisitive. Wouldn't you be a red queen and happily chopping off some heads? No, it's questions, suggestions. You want me to get mad or what? If you want to be in total control, create your own freaking world, you know? Okay, will you fuck off if I give you clues to phantom bolts? No, of course not, but I'm tied by the rules too. You're a devious queen, so I'm obliged to answer some questions. Yes, yes. You want to talk? Let's talk. Next thing I know, you'll be stalking me on social media. At least grab me a pack of cigs while you're at it, you dummy. Night Witch. She-Devil, a member of the Coven of the Archwitches, wielder of Eternal Ether, the most elusive sorcerer's element, which is also called wizardry, the power of mind, trickery, illusion, clairvoyance, and change. She is rumored to live in the forbidden jungles of Dark Dominion, being a sort of an oddball in the Coven. This fickle and mysterious witch enjoys manipulating the other witches for the fun of it. Despite being generally unconcerned with mortals, she seems to have taken a special interest in your adventures, but with her you never know. And finally, phantom bolts for our conversion launcher. And here we can do even more now. We want test flight. shields for that. Sudoku blade. These Fuso daggers were used to self-inflict a ritual punishment. One seeking atonement would publicly bare their chest and carve a grid of numbers onto it. Using this blade, then proceed to carve correct numbers into the blank squares only by solving the Sudoku puzzle before bleeding out, where the guilty is said to be absolved of their dishonor. Experience was said to be exalting, but I fail to see why. Ninja Medic. Cloning and patching up ninjas is an important task, but there is a certain taboo about these holy virgins, so it can only be performed by themselves, not Skyforge engineers nor Narlock scientists. Ninja medics are the veterans who take the job. However, they're still very much trained for combat. Instead of the shadow art, they focus on a different mental discipline, the open palm. Soft strength, useful for restoring clones, I bet. This makes them less stealthy but extremely beefy for ninjas, which is further enhanced by the sand muscle armor. They're also not as suicidal as most other ninjas and can be forced to surrender. Pirate Hunt. Ninjas will launch missions to seek for our bases. A telltale sign is a seeker, which can detect our craft and bases from very far away. Literally a cursed ninja technology. Ninja attacks are very dangerous and usually are performed on foot, so they're impossible to intercept and can only be stopped by base defenses. Yeah, and let's go for another ninja, the ninja assault. Let me shape our present Cardinal, Matrons, and the Beastmaster. So now we're only missing one shield, and that's the blue shield from the Academy. Charm. Your force of personality is so strong it generates a gravity field. Not even money can escape its irresistible pull. And people's adulation practically creates an acceleration, a creation disk around your person by this point. And yes, you never know when to stop a metaphor before it becomes tired. Okay, so money is nice. Demon God Shrines. Lockners speak of underground shrines dedicated to their demon gods. Lockners have built these shrines in centuries past when they were still dwelling beneath the earth. If these demon gods have a connection to Shadow Masters or are Shadow Masters themselves, this might be a lead worth investigating. We study old maps and inform you, Captain, once such shrine is located. And we also need executive retreats. Myth, the Love Garden. The journeyman wizard was approaching a large garden. Some bizarre garden it was, with white tree bark and leaves of rich purple. A voluptuous woman of plain yet comely features was tending to a bed of flowers. The skin was pale like the bark, and her hair and eyes were purple like the flowers. How comes, asked the journeyman, that plants bearing such sickly colors can look so strong and healthy? The woman smiled. It is because of love. It makes it possible to accept such paradox. Poison and medicine, ugliness and beauty. She looked him in the eye. Will you stay at my garden, good master? What makes you think I am a good? Retorted the young wizard in a sly manner. The woman pushed aside some flowers, showing the blossoms were growing on a pile of human bones. She smiled again, showing sharp teeth. There is something good in everyone. Jeremy bowed, tipping his hat. You'll find there is much more than that to me, fair lady. I think we're done socializing. Expedition reports. After its 40-day journey, our first recon expedition has returned to the hideout, bringing stories of distant lands and absorbed loot it has gathered during the voyage. The strong boxes are a boon in itself as they can contain all sorts of items, but equally enticing is the possibility of finding new recruits, either willing or unwilling. Both kinds will be equally put in our prison for the time being. Amphibian Hive. Not much was happening in the desert country, inhabited by what remained of local Arabic peoples, estimated 95% extinction until a ruler rose virtually out of the desert sands about 2 centuries ago, known as Queen Bee, and styling herself as Cleopatra, she imposed her rule with the help of an extremely powerful battle mage. Both of them are said to surpass even the star gods in sorcery, and kept herself and her most valuable servants alive and youthful through the means of arcane biotechnology. Said biotechnology was also used to breed whole armies of drone soldiers and workers. This not too keen on thinking crowd now constitutes most of the population to subjugate surrounding areas. A sole huge city of Thebes was built in the Nile Valley, and its absolute mistress, sitting on the top of the Silver Pyramid, has her eyes on new conquests. An eventual clash with the currently leading local power, the Euro Syndicate, seems inevitable. Meanwhile, the rulers of Romanica frantically arm themselves and prepare for the worst. Special recruit number 4. We communicate carefully with various laboratory residents, hoping to find someone who shares our worldview, and in the end we found this cat girl. She has personal reasons for wanting the most brutal expulsion of the star gods from our galaxy, and of course the solar system in particular. She will join us as soon as she finishes important business in orbit. It will take some time, maybe even a month or two. Possessed Gunner. These burly brutes, dubbed gunners for their preference of heavy weapons, are the strongest and biggest of the possessed humans. Nonetheless, their toughness comes mostly from their patchwork armor. They don't seem more resilient to physical damage than a tough pureblood, not even mentioning ourselves. However, there is a difference. They seem to be hardly affected by poisons, are almost impossible to stun, and their fury is all-consuming. They're completely immune to any compelling or threatening. Regardless, they still react rather badly to any evil voodoo-related stuff. Anyway, it's just trinkets. Now, find me another subject. This one is of no use anymore. Right, now we can go for the others. We can now start going the interrogation quite quickly once we have those buildings done. And we have the tribals in catacombs, which means I don't need to bring car, cannot bring car, so let's bring the things that cannot be harmed. is by the spiders. What shotguns do I have? Alright, spiders. It's time for a revenge, I think. Here are the tribals. And let's hope the spiders won't reach them, or they will manage to defend themselves. So they're in this corner. Here comes the crawly menace. Yeah. Without armor, this can be brutal. Really. That's the mama. Alright, one VIP lost. It's a shame. They couldn't defend themselves. One spider hostage. Anyway, that will be it for today. So thank you for watching, and I see you in the next one.